can pick and choose whoever he wants for that extra bench spot. And Sean Rodriguez is like a walking baseball manual of how to do things right. He just, every position he plays, he just by the book, just perfect execution. There's a base hit to center field with a runner at second. He comes charging in, fires to the plate to try and get the runner out, who might have been out had the ball not been cut off. But to be sure to try and get the batter runner at first base, the ball was cut off. And he does everything right. And he also homered for the second time in as many games. And then the big home run was Austin Meadows, a majestic, towering drive well over the right field bleachers and past the boardwalk, and it would have been a home run in any ballpark and probably would have gone into the Allegheny River at PNC Park. He's been on fire early on. I think 5 hits and 8 at-bats with a couple of home runs and on base 6 times and 9 plate appearances. The sky is the limit for Austin Meadows if he could just put a healthy year together at AAA Indianapolis.
Yeah, this would seem to be his time. He's been around for a while now, hasn't he?
Yeah, I think this is 3 spring trainings now that we've seen him, and it just seems like every year. 2 years ago, I remember that the freak injury where he was warming up before a minor league game, before the regular season started, and his throwing partner threw the ball in the grass in the outfield, and some other teammate next to him tried to help him by grabbing it, and it skipped off this teammate's glove and hit Meadows right in the eye and fractured his orbital bone, needed surgery, was out a couple months, slowed down the whole season for him last year. There was another injury, and but when you see him play, as we have now for 3 spring trainings, you realize he's got a different it's like a man amongst boys. Even though he doesn't have any big league experience, he's way better than all the other players on that field. Just the swing, the way the ball jumps off the bat, even the way he glides out in the outfield. He's so mature from a baseball standpoint, despite the fact that he's young of age and has not been to the big leagues yet. But the Pirates are still counting on him to be a big time player, impact player in the big leagues before too long.
Mm-hmm. You play the Orioles today. Who gets a look on the mound today?
Tyler Glasnow will be his second outing. I asked Bob Walk about his first outing because I didn't make the trip the other day when Glasnow pitched, and he said for Bob, he said it was the best he's ever seen Glasnow. He said the velocity stayed high 90s, which we're looking to see, not just a 98-mile-an-hour fastball and then a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. This was at times 100 and then 99 and 98 and right around. And so if Glasnow can build on that, the plan is right now for him to begin the year in the bullpen. But if he figures it out, because the talent level is so sky high, if he figures it out, he'll be in the rotation. And if he is in the rotation consistently and, again, plays to the level of his talent, he's a game changer. If Glasnow gets into the Pirate rotation this year and again reaches that talent level, the Pirates suddenly become a team that is not just hoping to play around 500. They become a true contender in the National League.
All right, Greg, it's been good talking with you this week. Try to keep those games at 2.5 hours. I like that.
Yeah. We'll do our best. Make sure you tell Blast that, too, when you talk to him on Monday.
Okay.
It's up to him.
I'll give him the business.
Yeah, please do.
Thanks, Greg. Have a good one.
Thanks, Jack.
Greg Brown and the Pirate Spring Training Reports brought to you by Davis Brothers Heating and Air Conditioning.